There's also just no evidence that God exists. And sure, I've heard tons of personal anecdotes about miracles and seeing things that couldn't be explained, but to me, every time I hear a story like that, there's always a more logical explanation for the phenomenon.
I think this woman needs to rethink what she means by evidence. This is an ex-Mormon, somebody who came out of the Mormon cult, which is good, but I pray and hope that she rethinks her atheism. Because the fact is, we can't prove anything beyond a shadow of a doubt, at least in the way that she wants to. Even in science, right? At the very least, how do we know that we're not in a dream, right? We pinch ourselves, we're not in the matrix. We can't prove that. The best we can do is have studies, have tests, and to the best of our ability, confirm that something is true. While we might have questions or even concerns about an infinite God, nothing contradicts, nothing's illogical with both science and with God. We need to have at least some faith. And sure, she brings up anecdotes about miracles and supernatural events. And maybe those people don't quite understand what they're seeing. Maybe it can be explained logically. But that doesn't mean Christians are dumb. There are some smart Christians, philosophers, who bring up, for example, the moral argument. She brought up earlier that it is bad, it is terrible that children are dying in impoverished countries. And that's one of her arguments for why God doesn't exist. But why is that bad? With God, if God exists, you have an objective standard. But if you don't have God, if you're an atheist, then there is no reason that that is bad. That's just neutral, survival of the fittest. You need a God to have morality and conscience. So let me leave you with this. Christians aren't dumb. There are some smart Christians, Christian philosophers who have wrestled with these questions and have still come away believing in God. But it takes a little bit of faith. Whether you're a scientist, an atheist, a Christian, or a Christian atheist, it takes a little bit of faith.